What's the latest on Bywater's MRI? Is he going to be able to go on Friday?
I haven't heard final word from the doctors. It's going to be day to day for right now until we get final word on MRI results and stuff like that. But you guys know, if he plays, we'll be really good, and if he doesn't, then the next guy up's got to step up and play great.
How big of a loss would he be, though? How much does that alter what you guys do?
Well, obviously he's a great player, and I'd love to have Ben out there. And if he doesn't, then Harrison Taggart's proven that he's a great player as well, and he'll step in and play great.
Jay, what does Tyler Batty bring to your defense?
Well, he's a great leader. He leads by example, the way he practices. He's tenacious in games. I love his motor that he brings. He's a veteran guy that's played a lot of college football, and the good thing about him is he's a defensive end, but you can really move him inside, and he can handle the physicality inside. So he does. He adds a lot to us, and we need him to play like he did down the stretch of that Arkansas game.
What did you learn about accountability? I mean, what did the players learn about accountability and just being assignment sound in the second half of that Kansas game? Because they seem to be getting caught a little bit.
We did. We got out of whack a little bit with some of the empty stuff that they were running, which was surprising to me because those are things that we've done well throughout fall camp. And then you got to give Kansas credit. They do a lot of zigging and zagging and things to try to confuse you. I thought we handled it really, really well for about the first 35 minutes of the game, and then we got just a little out of whack when we started pressing a little bit. We just got to return back to being us, being assignment sound, doing what we did in that first half of Kansas, second half of Arkansas. If we do that, we play good defenses in those stretches.
What stands out about the Cincinnati offense to you?
The quarterback's very athletic. He throws a good ball. The transfer wide receiver number 8, great player. He's probably the top wide receiver we've faced so far this year. The running backs run hard. I love the way those guys run. They run behind their pads. They're physical. And the O-line does a good job. So it's a very similar offensive scheme as what we just faced last week at Kansas, and a similar quarterback, really, the way he runs it.
It seems like, in listening to some of the talk out there, that their offense is struggling. When you're watching film, how do you bypass hearing all that and just focus on what you see in terms of the skill of the guy that's on offense?
Well, I think it's kind of like we've been on defense. When they're executing well, they're up and down the field and moving the ball. No one performs well when they're turning it over, and I think that's been something that's happened in stretches with them. When they turn it over, they've struggled a little bit. When they're playing smart and sound, then they're tough to defend. I think they've got weapons. They know they have weapons, and we're going to have to do a good job defending those weapons on Friday.
Sorry I came in late. Have you been asked about Ben's situation?
We did, yeah. And again, right now it's going to be day to day till we get final word from the doctors on exactly what their plan and rehab and all that stuff is. We'll see here in the next little bit exactly what's going on.
Looking at that linebacker depth, how long is Isaiah Glasser going to be out? I know he got nicked up in Arkansas.
Yeah, so he should be back. My guess is after the bye week. So after the bye week, Glasser should be fully healthy. We just got Cialia Sarah back, which is huge for us. Just got Ammon Hanneman back. So where we lose a guy or two, and we're getting some guys back as well. And again, I've said this before, it's college football. You're going to have guys get injured, and you're going to have guys that have to step up.
Do you buy into the notion that the harder teams are, the more injury prone, or the better they are, the more injury prone you are, or injuries just flukes and they could happen?
No, I don't believe that. I think the better you train, the more likely it is that you don't get injured. The tougher you are, the more you can play through certain things. Now there's injuries you can't play through. And then if you practice the right way, you're probably going to limit your exposure to injury. But there's no way to eliminate them completely. If there were, then you'd see teams go through a season without injuries, and no one's ever done that.
Have you still sensed the urgency from this team coming off a loss first time that's happened?
Probably better. Yeah, yesterday I thought the urgency was outstanding. I thought today's practice was very good. Sometimes that's all you need, just to kind of hone in and I don't want to say make it more important because it's always been more important, but just kind of hone in and get back to doing what's going to bring success for us.
Cincinnati's quarterback reminds you of Kansas's?
Yes. Yep. Very athletic. He can throw it good. He can escape the pocket and really hurt you with his legs. So we got our work cut out for us. And this guy's played big-time Power 5 football. He started Arizona State, started games at the University of Florida. This guy's been around and played high-level college football.
A-Rod was just talking about how good Cincinnati's defense is. So that puts a little pressure, complementary football on your defense to step up and play great. Do you like it when your guys, kind of embrace that, or is it hard to keep them from trying to do too much if, they feel a little pressure?
Well, I think it's good for us, as we get into Big 12 play, the offenses are going to be good, the defenses are going to be good. I don't care who we play, we're going to be facing legit systems on each side of the ball. And it's no different this week for Cincinnati. They got a great defense. We're going to have to play great defense to complement it. And there's going to be a game we might have to win 7-3. And then there's going to be a game we might have to win 55-48. Who knows? Bottom line, we got to find a way to go out there and get a W this week.
How do you feel about your linebacker depth in case you are missing?
Yeah, so I just mentioned we get Cialia Sarah back, we get Ammon Hanneman back, and Glasker's going to be back in the next little bit. So bottom line, one guy goes down, the next guy's got to step up, and that's how it will be the rest of the year. Okay, guys, thank you.
Appreciate it.